So quiet. Can you hear anything? So quiet. The liberals don't know what to do right now. The media, the Democratic politicians, they don't know what to do. They lost, and this is a time for self-reflection for them. For well over a decade, it seems they've had one job, and that was to spread fake slander and disinformation about now President-elect Donald Trump. They did it before he was president the first time. They did it all through his first term. They did it over the last 4 years, and he wasn't even president. So I have a few theories on why it's so quiet. So it seems to work most of the time for them, right? Over the last decade, spreading the lies and disinformation. But one theory I have why they're being quiet, and this is the media, is America woke up. No, not the stupid woke. Not that woke, but a real awakening. Americans are starting to see through the foggy field of lies. Americans are stopping this living in fear that's been going on. I think the left has pushed that fear narrative for so long. I think that fear narrative has to be gone forever at this point because it doesn't work. I think the left realizes that. Maybe that's why it's quiet. I mean, the once great resource of information, the mainstream media, is dying, and they know they're dying. They are being told to stand down in order to try to save the remaining ratings. They're trying to skim those remaining ratings off of this dirty lake that they filled themselves with their own septic spew of one-sided bias. I hope the trend continues, and I hope we can all be now unburdened by what has been. I hope that this awakening that they're having is going to actually get them to report the news again. But if not, then right now, I think this period that we're seeing is going to be remembered as the beginning of the end of mainstream news organizations. They're not bashing Trump right now. At least I haven't heard a lot of it. Theory 2. Democratic politicians also seem to be a little more quiet. So are they seeing the error of their ways over the last several years also? Are they trying to save face and seem respectful? Or are they plotting something new? When was the last time they shut up? Even in the last 4 years, Biden was president, Trump was not. They still went after Trump and tried to put him in jail. When Trump was the president, they impeached him. Well, newsflash, everyone. Trump's not going to jail. That's a distant memory now. The cases are being thrown out like everyone's playing a hot potato game and nobody wants to touch it and they just keep throwing it, which is great. Seems odd, right? Yeah, I like the quiet, but it seems odd that they're so quiet. And I'm not holding my breath. There's still a lot of time between now and January, and I don't trust them any more than I trust going to a sleepover at Diddy's house. Moving on. Trump has been appointing people to his administration. So one person I'll talk about today that Trump appointed is Tom Homan. He has been appointed the new border CZAR. This is a great choice. He will use current immigration law and actually enforce it. Enforcing law is something that Democrats never even thought about doing. But he's going to enforce the law. Just watch this.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together. For domestic violence, I separate that father
Mr.
from his
Holman, with
family.
all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally is violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
This guy is taking no bullshit, and he's going to follow the law. They don't even know how to respond. They got wrecked. AOC got wrecked because she makes up her own version of the law. I mean, she's wrong. She's been wrong about every single thing that she's been involved in. How she blew out and won, I don't understand her district. But that's what's happening. So now, leading back to deportation. Can we deport everyone who came in? No. I think it's impossible. There's too many. Can we stop people from coming in? Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes, we can. A stronger border, forcing anyone who wants to come in, they have to come in the correct way. If you can come in the correct way and you can get vetted, come on in. We've got room. But if you're going to crawl under a fence or crawl over a fence, we don't have room because that's against the law. There are anywhere from 11 million to 20 million illegals who came into this country during the Biden administration. We'll get a whole lot of them, but there's no way we're going to get everyone. I think it's impossible. They are spread out everywhere. But with Tom Homan in place, with enforcing the border, whether we build a wall or don't build a wall, if we force the law, is it going to get better? Again, hell to the yes, it will get better. Oh, it's the evening. I just saw this come into. John Ratcliffe has been appointed as the new director of the Central Intelligence Agency. That's the CIA. Trump is already starting to drain the swamp and take the trash out and get in people who are going to do the job that they're paid for. People who will support the American citizens and provide us the security and safety that we should all have. So if you don't know who this is, Mr. Ratcliffe exposed this fake collusion hoax and tied it back to the Clintons. Wow, that's good news. Things are starting to look better and better. Thanks for joining this evening. I'm Ryan Ritchie, and this is The Slant.